Worry. It's seen as a negative thing, something to be avoided, something that wastes time and serves no purpose. But could it be that this natural mechanism of our mind can be utilized and understood in a way that allows for inner empowerment? Hey there. Today I'd like to talk about worry. This would be a circumstance whereby your consciousness keeps reminding you of something. It's bringing up visions of the past or concerns about the future. It's suggesting to you a possible danger or unpleasant circumstances around you or within your life. Worry is largely seen as a very negative thing, as something you should stop doing. Now, I'm here to tell you that unless you're in a circumstance whereby there's something wrong, the alarm is stuck on and you're worrying about everything, worry is not anything that you should be concerned about or preventing. Indeed, I believe all aspects of the natural mind are here for our betterment and empowerment. They just need to be understood, listened to, and utilized properly. So in the case of worry, learning to worry properly can be very beneficial. It can lead to a greater awareness of your life and what's going on, a more integrated inner self, and a more harmonious existence. Worry, in my opinion, is a natural mechanism whereby your mind is warning you about potential danger. And if we look at that, we can be quite compassionate towards these reoccurring thoughts or images when we understand that this is trying to help us. If you were convinced there was something that someone needed to know about and to take action or to plan to deal with, and they weren't listening to you, if every time you tried to talk to them, they put on music or talked to someone else or left the room, you might resort to some quite dramatic methods to try to get your message across. Perhaps you'd end up shouting. Perhaps you'd end up trying to find them in a quiet time where they couldn't hide and they were free of distractions. We can see that this is the circumstance that happens with worry for some people. They try to crowd it out or not think about it, and it starts to enter into their mind when they're relaxed, when they're trying to sleep, when they've got some downtime. The deep mind starts to shout and make things more dramatic and panic over things. So my suggestion is that the first thing that anyone who's finding themselves worrying does is book some specific time to listen. This is like taking the concerned person who's wanting to talk things over with you and is really in a state of anxiety over a specific subject and telling them that you have given them an appointment and you're going to sit down and just listen. So choose a time in your day when you're completely free. Sit and make this a meditation. Deeply examine these concerns. Go over what everything that appears in your mind contains. experience those feelings, but also think about the exact circumstances and the true nature of this potential concerning situation. It's worth actually taking time to do this for 2 or 3 days in a row, because listening allows you to discover a little bit more about the truth of this worry. So just like in day-to-day life, you've noticed that some people, when they talk to you about the hardships of life or the things that they find worrying or unpleasant, some people, they're looking for a solution. This is actually a genuine alarm call. This is a threat. They're asking for your advice and for your help. Other times, this is something they just need to process. They're part of their acceptance of it is to go over it. It could even be something from the past. They just need to get out of their system in order to be able to move on. Other times, it's a false alarm, and your shared examination makes that person realize that there isn't so much to be concerned about after all. Listening to what the true nature of this worry is will show you which one of these three you're dealing with. If it is just an emotional outpouring or a processing, your mind is trying to put this into place, then you'll probably find that after those 3 meditation sessions, the concern drifts away. The repetition of this thought or this reminder goes. There's no longer a ping on your radar. If, however, the alarm bells are still going and you find that your mind keeps coming back to this, then it's time to engage in some proper, fully focused worry. This means booking some time to plan and to go through what you are going to do about this circumstance. Now, not everything in life can be fully prevented. Not everything in life can be transformed into something which is to your liking. Sometimes the plan might involve cultivating some degree of stoic acceptance. But whatever you're going to do, you need to start off by changing the feel of this worry. To do this, once again, approach as you would a meditation. Sit in your posture. You are going to step into your fears and you are going to alchemically transform them into a good outcome. And the feel you're looking for is that of an artist who is going to paint the future with great inspiration, a genius planning their invention, a great military strategist putting the campaign plans together, or an adventurer traversing the desert or climbing that mountain. Use music and use the right environment. Sit in the place of inspiration. Sit in an environment which has got the right kind of feel for you, and play the music that matches what you're planning to do. So maybe if you were going to be visualizing yourself as the great inspired artist painting the masterpiece, you've got some classical piece that you think would match that perfectly. Maybe if you're planning your master plan, it will be some powerful film music which has that kind of feel to it. If you're going across the desert, this adventure tune is going to be accompanying you. Now, once you've got that feel, now you are going to systematically, skillfully and thoughtfully put together your decisions, your actions, your future approach to this. You're going to make the best of whatever happens, and you will plan for some contingency to change if needed. So cover as many possibilities as possible. You may find a notepad helps you plan things out. This is a beautiful thing to do because you've listened to your mind. Now, just like I talked to you about the person who hasn't been listened to for a very long time, they tend to get a bit worked up and shout and become a bit more dramatic. You may find that this leads to being more in tune with your consciousness, your deep mind. So after the first couple of times that you've listened and planned accordingly, you start to get more accurate, more specific suggestions as to the best strategies to employ, what the real nature of the concern is. How wonderful that you receive an upgrade to your intuition by majestically and thoughtfully dealing with the genuine challenges in your life. Once you've got your plan together, and you'll know when it's together, you'll find that you get to the kind of end of your meditation. Make sure that you've got a schedule for it. Remember that one of the most reassuring things is to see someone dealing with this circumstance. It may be that there's a part of you that just needs reassurance, and by seeing you take action in order to bring things into balance and to achieve harmony and success, that fearful or concerned aspect settles down. It may be that, of course, you have a genuine circumstance that you've been trying to avoid dealing with, and it's a great blessing that you've been reminded enough that now you've got full focus on it. You'll find that once you start to employ your new approach and things improve, that when you do get a reminder, when there's just a floating thought or an image associated with this particular subject, it has a different feel to it. Now, it's no longer something within you that's in conflict, a worry that you're trying to get rid of or block out. No, this is your best friend, a beautiful ally, reminding you of a project that you're working on together. And you can embrace that help to keep things on track and to make sure everything flourishes in the way that you have put forth in your planning session. My name's Martin Folks, and I hope this video is of use to anyone who wishes to learn how to worry properly and achieve inner union and harmony. Until next time, let's make every word, thought, and action count.